Assassin, rogue, demon's bane, dragon slayer. Kylak Cronus has been called many names and earned every one of them. Months shy of his 17th spring, he is already the deadliest man alive. Nothing, be it man or beast, has been able to prove otherwise. Uncomfortable with his newfound fame following the War of the Demon Queen, Kylak seeks fresh adventure overseas, recruited by a band of outlanders under royal commission to escort a kidnapped princess back to her father, King Kandarian, ruler of the Sundered Isle. They warn him that to do so, he will brave tempest seas full of raging leviathans while seeking to evade those responsible for the princess's abduction, including a terrifying mutant left over from the days of the Mage Wars. Kylak readily agrees. But when the mutant proves as cunning as it is savage, the perilous voyage gives way to an even deadlier trek across poisoned wilderness, once home to the ancient Gorathren breeders, a sect of magi known for their foul creation practices. Stalked by bestial denizens, treacherous companions, and horrors that his blades cannot touch, Kylak finds himself embattled as never before. For the mutant is relentless in its hunt. The island's terrors do not rest, and not even the deadliest man alive can hope to emerge unscathed. Right, I think I should probably start by saying this book is impressive. These events that were described in the blurb are seriously cool to read. I would say that the way that it leads from one smaller thing to another, the things that escalate, each event being in its own right considerably dangerous on its own, I think all of these things lead together to make a very interesting set of events that was quite fun to read. Yeah, do be aware. It is epic in scale, and a lot of the things that are going on don't make quite as much sense until you get to the last 15% of the novel or so. Everything kind of comes together in that one section. However, a lot of the trek across the poisonous wasteland is fairly deadly and dangerous in its own right, and you don't have to worry about that necessarily being part of the greater plot that you get at that point. Okay, so epic in scale, extremely well written. I like that quite a lot. My main critique for the novel is actually to do with Kylak. I haven't read this trilogy that is where Kylak was sort of introduced, so I don't know a lot of that backstory. However, this is meant to be a series in its own right, and I find that if you are doing a series about a character that has been introduced in an earlier series or an earlier book, you still have to include some of that backstory so we understand the character's motivations, why they're doing what they're doing, why it is that he's the deadliest man alive, all of those things. And that was just a little bit lacking, I would say, in this novel. Now, to be fair, there's not a whole lot of motivation that needs to be explored with Kylak. He is, at the beginning, very clearly bored. And when you're a teenager and you're able to kill just about anybody without any problems, boredom is really not so great. So you don't really need a whole lot of motivation beyond that. However, when we get further into things and try to piece some of these events together, especially that last 15% of the novel, that is where we need to see some more of the character backstory and his motivation and his development, because I think it's really important for why he does what he does in that last little bit. And of course I can't tell you anymore because spoilers. Anyways, I think that's pretty much my main critique. It's just I don't see enough of the why he's doing what he's doing. He does it very well. I think as far as interactions with the other characters go, it's written spectacularly. I think he's a very interesting character to follow. And I think that overall his development is quite good because these events shape him significantly. However, I want to know a little bit more of the why. And okay, I haven't read the other series yet. I am getting around to it, but my TBR list is, as always, really long, and it's kind of frustrating because there's so many books I want to read. It's only so many hours in the day, and the list gets longer. Anyways, so I haven't read this other series. I don't know where he was introduced, and that's probably where a lot of the backstory comes in. But even just a little bit of exploration on that would have made this story beyond really good. If you are interested in large scale, everyone's going to die spectacularly terrible deaths unless something is done properly, epic fantasy sort of a thing, this is a book for you. It's really well written, it's very interesting. I haven't seen a quest novel. I mean, it's not really a quest novel, but it is a journey through, and I mean, it's sort of a quest novel. I haven't seen one, in any case, whatever it is, on this sort of intricate scale in a really long time. And I'm talking like Tolkien long time. And that, of course, is a completely different situation because poison didn't really end anyways. Moving on. So I would say this is a really well done book. If you're interested, you can find it in the link in the description box below. As usual, you can find my links there too. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you today. I would highly recommend this book, and I'm very curious now to read the other books and see how he got to be who he is in this book. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you with that. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I shall see you next time. Bye. Yeah. Oh, hello. You want to say hello to everybody? Or are you just gonna sulk? I know. No.